Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be completely alone, stranded on a planet 140 million miles from home? That's the terrifying reality for astronaut Mark Watney in the incredible film The Martian. Today, we're diving deep into this modern sci-fi classic, exploring not just the thrilling story, but the mind-blowing science, the sheer human spirit, and why this movie is so much more than just another space adventure. The film, directed by the legendary Ridley Scott and based on the brilliant novel by Andy Weir, kicks off with a bang. The US-3 mission on Mars is in full swing when a catastrophic storm hits. During the frantic evacuation, botanist Mark Watney, played perfectly by Matt Damon, is struck by debris and presumed dead. His crew, heartbroken, makes the impossible decision to leave him behind and blast off for Earth. But here's the twist. Watney survives. He wakes up alone, injured, with dwindling supplies and no way to contact NASA. The nearest human beings are millions of miles away, on a ship that thinks he's a ghost. It's a nightmare scenario, but this is where the movie truly shines. Watney doesn't give in to despair. Instead, he utters one of the most iconic lines in recent film history. "I am gone, now have to science the shit out of this." And that's exactly what he does. This isn't just about survival. It's about problem-solving on a planetary scale. Watney is a botanist, and his first challenge is food. The mission was only supposed to last 31 days. He needs to figure out how to grow food on a planet where nothing grows. This leads to one of the most memorable and scientifically fascinating parts of the film. He uses his own waste as fertilizer, creates water by dangerously extracting hydrogen from leftover rocket fuel, and turns a sterile Martian habitat into a makeshift greenhouse. He starts growing potatoes en masse. It's an incredible feat of ingenuity that feels so real and grounded. You almost believe you could do it too. What makes The Martian so compelling is its dedication to scientific accuracy. Andy Weir, the author, did meticulous research to make sure the solutions Watney comes up with are, for the most part, theoretically sound. From calculating his caloric intake to fixing equipment with duct tape and shear grit, every step feels authentic. The film brilliantly visualizes these scientific processes, making complex concepts like orbital mechanics and rocket science easy to understand and genuinely exciting. It's a love letter to science, engineering, and the human intellect. Back on Earth, the story unfolds on another front. A sharp-eyed satellite technician at NASA, Mindy Park, notices something strange. Satellite images show movement at the abandoned US-3 site. The impossible truth dawns on them: Mark Watney is alive. This revelation sends shockwaves through NASA and the entire world. The news is a mix of miraculous joy and crushing responsibility. How do you rescue one man from another planet? This is where the human element really kicks in. We see the immense pressure on NASA Director Teddy Sanders, played by Jeff Daniels, who has to weigh the lives of other astronauts and the agency's future against the slim chance of saving one man. We meet a diverse team of brilliant minds at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, all working tirelessly against the clock. The discovery of Watney unites the entire planet. Suddenly, everyone is rooting for this one guy, this space pirate as he calls himself, fighting for his life so far away. One of the standout characters in this part of the story is Rich Pernell, an eccentric but brilliant astrodynamicist. He's the one who comes up with a wild, high-risk, but genius plan, the Rich Pernell maneuver. The idea is to have the Hermes, Watney's cruise ship, use Earth's gravity to slingshot back to Mars to pick him up. It's an unauthorized, incredibly dangerous plan that requires the crew to extend their mission by over 500 days. This leads to a powerful moral dilemma for Commander Lewis and her crew. They are almost home, safe. Do they obey NASA's orders and leave their friend behind? Or do they risk everything for a chance to bring him back? Their unanimous decision to go back for Watney is one of the most emotionally resonant moments in the film. It is a testament to the bonds forged in the harshest of environments and the fundamental human instinct to leave no one behind. Throughout all this, we're constantly brought back to Mars, where Watney is documenting his journey through video logs. These logs are the heart and soul of the film. They're funny, poignant, and deeply human. Matt Damon's performance is a masterclass. He perfectly captures Watney's intelligence, his unwavering optimism, and his moments of sheer terror and loneliness. Through his humor and resilience, we see a man who refuses to be a victim. He listens to his commander's cheesy disco music, cracks jokes in the face of death, and methodically works through one life-threatening problem after another. He becomes a symbol of human endurance. The final act of the film is a nail-biting, edge-of-your-seat rescue sequence. Watney must travel thousands of kilometers across the harsh Martian landscape to reach the rendezvous point for his pickup. He has to modify his rover, survive the unforgiving terrain, and prepare for the most audacious launch in history. He needs to blast off from Mars in a ship that has been stripped down to its bare essentials. He even removes the nose cone and replaces it with a piece of canvas. It's a crazy, desperate plan, but it's his only shot. The climax, where Commander Lewis ventures out on a tether to catch a soaring Watney in open space, is pure cinematic magic. It is a breathtaking sequence that brings together all the threads of the story. Watney's survival, the crew's sacrifice, and the combined genius of everyone at NASA. When they finally grab him, and he's back inside the ship, surrounded by his friends, the sense of relief is overwhelming. The whole world celebrates. So, why does The Martian resonate so deeply with audiences? I think it's because, at its core, it's an incredibly optimistic film. In an age of dark, gritty sci-fi, The Martian stands out for its hopeful message. It tells us that when faced with impossible odds, humanity can achieve incredible things through intelligence, cooperation, and sheer willpower. It's a story about problem solvers. It champions scientists, engineers, and explorers. It reminds us that our greatest strength lies in our ability to work together to solve problems, whether it's on a global scale or trying to save one person on another planet. The film isn't just about one man's survival. It's about the best of what humanity can be. It's about our curiosity, our resilience, and our compassion. Mark Watney survives not just because he's a brilliant scientist, but because he has a whole planet of people working to bring him home. And in the end, that's a powerful and uplifting message we can all get behind. The Martian is more than a movie, it's an inspiration. It makes you believe in the power of the human spirit. What's your favorite moment from The Martian? Do you think you could survive on Mars? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content about the films that inspire us. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.